What's happening?
Hello.
Wow, I just realized how salt infested my head is.
I was going to tell you earlier. A little sweaty.
A little sweaty. It's a hard-working hat.
Oh my goodness. Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday.
Or whatever day this is. I think it's Monday.
That day, this day.
It's
Who knows anymore?
They all run together. Kiki sleeping.
Kiki looks dead.
Yeah, she does. She's not. Hey, Grammy Karen.
Who sleeps with their head that way?
I forgot to ask you how your doctor's appointment went today. Hopefully it was good. Hey, Three Musketeers. Hey, Wendy from Nova Scotia.
Very cool.
How are you? Hey, Linda. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Hannah from super hot Florida. We're super cold.
Yes,
here.
we are. Winter's back. Flannel's back out.
Hey, Roberta. Hey, Shushin. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Aunt Patty. Hey, Mary Rose Thomas. Hey, Waltermans. Hey, Gina. Hey, Copper Kettle. How are you? Hey, Mr. Blinkies. Hey, Mellow Meadows. Hey, Wendy. With Grace. Hey, Hannah.
Hi, that name.
Heat index of 98. My goodness.
Wow.
Woo.
You got a heat index.
Hey, Lisa. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Fallen Angel. Hey, Jean. Hey, Caroline.
Here.
Hey, Will's Petting Zoo. Hey, Lou. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Amber. Was furloughed until further notice. Oh, goodness.
Oh, no.
Hey, Marla. Hey, Loves Acres. Hey, Hannah. Hey, Noah from Eastern Kentucky. Neighbor. Hey, Naturally NC.
It's a weird new button.
It is a new. What is that? It's weird.
It says insert ad. It's weird.
Why would we want to do that?
Right in the middle.
Hope everyone's doing well today. Hey, Christina. Hey, Gain Farms. Hey, Larry. 62 degrees and sunny here in Western Washington, Linda said.
Western Washington. How y'all doing out there? Everything okay?
Hey, Swampy Acres.
Like y'all kind of started the fun.
Hey, Nadina. Tammy said I just spent the last 2.5 hours filling out paperwork for the medical. Oh, goodness, I lost it. Medical staff reappointment for 3 hospitals. I have a headache. So glad to see happy patients. Oh, goodness, that does not sound fun. No. Blue still out of power. Oh, man. I know down south got hit pretty hard, and we've been praying for you all.
Yeah.
Hey, Two Family. Hey, Andy's Journey. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Lavender Crowell. How are you?
When it jumps.
Always jumps on me. From Chattanooga, Andy's Journey. Nice.
Nice. Gina got 2 new layer hens Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Learn how to take care of them. You got this.
That's exciting.
Copper Kettle had a virtual live birthday party for her 40th.
That's awesome.
Oh, well, at least she was able to do that. Happy birthday. Happy 40th birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Hi, Ivy. Hi, Brooke. Hey, Tinker's wife. Fallen Angel said my birthday's tomorrow, and we're still getting frost warnings, so no planning like I wanted to.
Yeah.
We're back in that action, too.
Yeah, first off, happy birthday. But, yeah, our next 2 nights, we got a frost and freeze warning. Tonight, we're going to hit 33. Tomorrow night, they're projecting 31.
Yeah.
It sounds so similar. But
hey,
34
Mindy.
is frost.
Hey, Atkins.
Below that is freeze warnings. So a little bit of a difference in frost and freeze.
Hey, Gemini. Hey, Sandy. Tammy said that the turkey processing did not look like fun. It was not. Yeah. We made it fun, though. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Once we got past the hard, we tried to make the best of it.
We have to.
Hey, Sean in Alaska. I said evening. I hear this is the place to be.
Well, welcome. Yeah, so the turkey harvest, that happened Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And then we canned all day yesterday, and we've canned all day.
Stock going with the first carcass. So
yeah, that's actually her water bath cannon.
Yeah, it's huge. I couldn't even cover it all the way. But I'm hoping it'll cook down and reduce, and then I can add more water.
Right. But yeah, so.
Oh, Northstar said that she sent Sean over here.
Oh, well, cool. That's awesome.
Hey, Mama Bear, 9 inches of snow. Oh, my goodness.
Y'all are in Wisconsin now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Isn't that right? So yeah, the turkey harvest happened Saturday. The ladies fit just fine in the cones. The boys did not.
Yeah.
We went. The weird thing is, I mean, you would almost have to break it up if you wanted to do it to where they were around the same way. You would have to do all your toms, then you would have to do all your ladies a couple weeks later, because they're not. When the boys would be ready for the cones, the girls wouldn't.
Right.
So you'd have to do that separately. But I've got ideas on how to do it again. I think we will do it again.
Yeah.
It just we have so much meat now; it'll take a while. But I mean, it was fine. It was just really hard work because they were so heavy. What it really boiled down to it. But it was cool. It was fine. We take every emotionally. They're always emotional. We never want that to change. We don't want to be scarred over to where it's just we just do it.
Right.
We want it to hit us that this is important. This is a little sad, but it's also very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
But once we get to actually processing the turkey, like after the cut has happened and we're actually just skinning and gutting and doing all that stuff, that's when we try to smile and have humor and laugh, because that's what helps us get through that very tough emotional day.
Yeah.
You're on an emotional roller coaster. So I think that's what some people saw in Jed's video was the humor piece. But that's what we have to do to cope with the situation. And it's just how we handle things.
Always have fun with Jed too.
Yeah, we do always have fun with Jed.
There's never a time when we're not joking or laughing.
Right. So that's how we go through every process like that. Nikki Robson, where did you get the kill cones? We got them off Amazon. So just search literally kill cones.
There's different sizes.
Yep.
I think they probably go from like extra small up to extra large.
Mm-hmm. But you can search specifically like chicken kill cones, and it'll show you like those sizes.
Gemini said, "Do you have a name for the meat bird that stayed?" So Zach calls her Mama, and I call her Little Girl. I don't know why it's so different, but as every time we go out, I say, "Hi, little girl."
Call her Mama.
She's happy. She's doing really good. She had a tendency to want to be broody, so she's in with all of the new layers that we got. So I think she thinks that they're all like her little babies. And it's kind of like her job, you know. She has a purpose, and she's doing really good. Jim, oh no, that was I already answered that one. That's right. Hey Horses Acre Farm. First one of the day is always the hardest. Yes. Mm-hmm. It was.
Yeah, but every time I dreaded. So it was like the first one all over again.
Yeah. Lone Huron, I think it is, Homestead.
Jed's on. Did you know that? I didn't see that.
She said, or he or she, I'm not sure which one, said, "Do you freeze your turkeys whole or break them down?"
We completely break them down. And the reason for that is we're a family of 4. And we thought about this a lot. We feel like this is the reason turkeys are so underrated, and why nobody wants them, because like it's too big. We can't have all this. Like we would waste. And 4 people, even if we halved or even just quartered the bad boy, we would still waste because it's just too big.
Yeah,
there's too much that you get out of a turkey, and we love ground turkey. Absolutely love it. We love it in tacos. We love it in spaghetti. We love it in soups and chilies, meatloafs, all that stuff. So ground it up gives us a lot of options, and we were able to take it down to about a pound each.
Yeah.
So it very, very minimal waste, if none.
Yeah.
So we did take a couple breasts and a couple drumsticks and save those and froze those to have in the smoker, or just when we want to try those out. But most, I would say 99% of it was completely ground up, and that's just our preference. And it's how turkeys can go such a long ways for your family, where chickens, for the most part, you freeze them whole, and 1 chicken's 1 meal. So where we had 5 turkeys, we have 100 meals.
Farmer and Adele Akers said that I look sad in the video. Glad we can talk about it. I was. It was hard to do the video. It was hard to stop. And, you know, we're usually smiling and stuff, but it was hard to muster that up. You know, I'll just be real and say it. I had about 3 panic attacks in the whole situation. And I have a really hard time on those days. As much as I want to be like mentally strong and able, my body does not agree with that, and I always react differently than I want to. And that's just being honest. I did suffer quite a few panic attacks, got through them. Zach is always my rock. He knows exactly what to say. He knows how to calm me down and get me through it. And he did every single time. And then even after it was over, my entire body broke out in hives. And, I thought, is there anything I've done differently? And there wasn't, no new things. And then I thought back to last time, how I got sick. I ran a fever. My body just reacts in really weird ways. And I don't know if it's because of like the panicking, getting so worked up and then having to bring myself back down and then getting worked up again. And yeah, it was weird. I had hives all over my body and ended up having to just go to sleep. It was rough, but the next day woke up, felt better, and moved on.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a really weird reaction for some reason. As much as I think I'm okay, my body says differently every time.
Yeah. What's up, Heirloom?
Hey, y'all.
So yeah, kind of falling off her. It's strange. As I've gotten older, it really hit when we had kids. That's when I felt my emotional piece really kick into my body. To where like things make me cry, like more often than they ever had. And I'm like, what is happening here? Certain songs make me tear up. Joey and Rory.
Yes.
Anyways, so like that first one, it's like I need everybody to be chill. I don't need chaos, and because I'm in my own thing, and I usually tell all of them, just everybody back up for a minute, because I have to. I don't have to be. I'm the one that chooses to be the one that does the kill, and it is very like I can feel myself thinking about it right now. Like it's very emotional for me as well, and I just need everybody to just silence.
Yeah.
Let me get through this, then we can start laughing and talking afterwards. But we both equally do chores around here, but I feel like, and she probably does too, but I feel very close to the animals, and I'm the garden guy, but the animals do have a very close place in my heart. So it for both of us, it's equally emotional. So if you're thinking about getting into meat animals, it's not like hunting. So you probably, if you're like, I hunt deer and everything, it's fine. I can do that. I hunt too. It's totally different. I mean, 100% different. You're going to have an extremely emotional piece attached to that. But then now tonight, which I don't know if you can see behind the chair or not, that's when you feel so rewarded.
Right.
And like, this is why we did this. That is 100% non-GMO, organic, home raised, not touched any kind of stainless steel manufactured factory whatsoever. We cannot give our kids cleaner food than what's sitting on that table. And then we look at each other like, this is why we do it.
And when you look at it and you sit back and it all clicks in your head and you're like, it was tough, but those animals served a purpose. They weren't just here and they weren't butchered or died by accident. We use their lives to feed our family. And ultimately, we believe that's what we're supposed to do anyway on this earth. And even though it's hard, once you get to the processing part, it makes it a little bit better. I mean, you don't forget about it. You don't, it's not like you're all of a sudden okay because you see the food it provides, but it helps, I guess. I don't really know.
Yeah, like Jess said, it kind of helps that they beat us up. I have so many wounds.
Yeah.
So that none of these are knives. That's the turkey. So I got that one. That one. I got a ginormous one on my leg. They have talons, and even though I picked them straight up from the feet, turkeys are smart.
Yeah.
So chickens, when you do that, they just dangle their head and they're done. Turkeys know how to hold their head up. Now it's blood rush to them, and so they fight you. So yeah, it had a couple of battle scars. Her and I went to bed at like 9:30 on Saturday night. Woke up at like 8 on Sunday. It was like, whew, we needed that. Yeah. We needed the rest.
Yeah. It's something we'll continue to do. We'll continue to raise animals for our family, but it's not something that we'll ever take lightly. And I think the turkeys were more difficult than the chickens because they were here for 5 months.
Right.
So they became like part of our daily lives, and they each had stories and personalities. So that made it a little bit tougher than the chickens that are only there for 8 weeks, and 8 weeks fly by.
And that's why we saved Mama, so we can have a little piece back.
Yeah, it makes me feel better to look out and see her.
Sherry's kitchen, if they scar you, you'll remember them forever.
Yeah.
You better believe it. I don't even think I need the scars to remember that yesterday.
Hey, little feet. Hey, Team Benson.
But, you know, the reason we talk like that is because, like, every video we watched is comes with that day. And that's what we were trying to represent and show.
Yeah.
It's not a piece of cake. It's not the easiest thing that you'll ever do, but it's one of the more, to me, I feel more rewarded now than I did with the meat chickens.
Yeah.
Just because I know we're going to provide so many more meals than just whole turkeys or whatever it may be. So that's just for your all's information. We will probably definitely do it again. I think it'll be a once a year thing.
Yeah. And then in a few weeks, we have to do all the chickens.
Yeah. Crossbeak.
And I'm going to sleep until then.
Right.
And rest up.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Crossbeak is not going anywhere. He's hanging out with me for the rest of my life as long as he'll stay.
He hasn't grown like a meat chicken, so he'll be just fine.
Yeah, I literally walk into the pen, I can put him right on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Now it's insane. Some people said they're buffering. I'm not getting any. We're not showing anything that's issuing on this side. Just hit a refresh and see if that hopefully.
She's gone country said I have a question about goats. All right, shoot it.
Shoot it. Yeah, if y'all have any questions, please ask. We are happy to answer them. That's the most fun about these lives.
Yeah. I don't know why it's buffering. We seem to be okay over here.
Yeah. There's usually if we are having any kind of connections issues, it'll pop up and tell us, and we haven't had anything.
Terry said, hey, y'all, know the feeling. We butchered our first feeder pigs, and I cried, but the bacon is so good.
Yeah.
As a 6-year woman, I feel like I can do anything now. Yeah. We are working on getting our first round of pigs.
We find the turkeys you raised are better tasting. Oh, look, there it is. Now this says our thing's unstable. Sorry. Hang on. Let me check, make sure it's on the right one. Yeah, it's on the right one. You on Wi-Fi?
I don't think so.
Nope. Not. All right. Hopefully it straightens up. Sorry about that. We haven't tasted it yet. We nibbled while we were.
Hang on. She's gone country said I have sheep that are lambing soon. Mama has an upset tummy. Have your goats had babies and had that? We actually have not bred our goats yet. So I'm sorry, I can't really help with that. We haven't gotten there to that step yet. We'll definitely be breeding in the fall. That doesn't help you now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jed said this is why Zach told me I can't play games on Mondays at 8 p.m. when I get my house done over there. That makes sense. Exactly. All Wi-Fi off at 8 p.m. on Mondays.
Hey, Piney Haven Homestead. How are you guys? Legacy Home and Garden said, what a mental and physical emotional day all wrapped into one. No wonder it wore you out. Knowing the right thing you want to do and doing is a whole different thing. You all did well. Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually what we talked about with the chickens. Chickens were just slightly emotional, but zero physical, really.
Yeah.
Back because our table was too low.
Yeah.
But not true physically like the turkeys were. Jed and I are sore from lifting them things.
My back's sore, but I think it's from the canning piece.
Yeah.
I'm making this broth back there, but I told him tomorrow I'm not doing anything. Even the sparrow, we have not raised meat goats. We have not yet.
Someone said, what is your favorite book for raising animals? I want to read up on it. So I would have 2 books. One, for me, if you're doing any kind of meat, it's called butchering, I think. That's just what it's called, butchering, right? That's a good one because it tells you, it's helped me a lot. I don't know if you saw the turkey video on how I kind of cut the breast and showed you all. I learned from that book, just butchering. Joe Salatin has promoted that book because he finds it great and everything. That's a good one. And I guess for animals, it depends on what you want because there's some better ones specific on what animal. Do you have any that you can think of off the top of your head that were good for overall animals?
We're looking at our backyard homestead books that are about raising animals and small spaces and stuff like that. They're all in our Amazon store. Somebody asked if we're from Fayette County. We're Kentucky, central Kentucky. break the bones on the carcass helmet fit.
Yeah,
We
it
should
fits pretty
have,
good
but
in there,
honestly, we threw it in. I just got done canning and did the dishes, and I'll like throw the carcass in here. I got to get it started, but I am not wanting to be in this kitchen any longer today.
Amber Jackson getting ready to process my first sheep and chicken's best tool to use, an extremely sharp knife.
Yes.
That's
we've never done sheep, but that's our advice for chickens.
Well, I mean, that's close to a deer.
Yeah.
Your biggest thing is an extremely sharp knife. And for sheep, if you're doing home processing, you're going to need a hanging tool. I don't know what it's called, but it looks like a clothes hanger that you hook into the. Sorry, I'm not trying to get graphic. It's when you do the processing, it sounds normal, but it hooks into the right in between you can feel your ankle behind your tendon and your bone. That's where they go into, and you can hang them up. We use a engine lift out of a car to hold them up for any of those big ones.
Let's see. There was a question. I lost it. Will you ever do meat rabbits? Veronica said. I don't think so.
They just look a little too cute.
Yeah, I don't think we ever will. We do breed them and sell them, and we use their poop for the garden. But I don't know that we'll ever do meat rabbits.
Jesus Lord said you've got to quit making pets out of your animals for your own sanity. We will always make them our pets. I feel like the moment I understand what you're saying for sure, but I feel like the moment we don't consider them pets, we won't treat them like pets, and that's the total opposite of what we want to do.
Hi, River.
So even though it's hard, we'll take that hard day.
River's up in Tammy's lap. Let's see. Encyclopedia of Country Living. Carla Emery was a great book when I started looking into it. Awesome.
So that's so the garden's popping to get on some more non-death stuff. The garden's looking really good. I hope your all's is as well. Tomorrow's not the garden walk, but the day after should be the garden walk on Wednesday. And then Jen's going to do a recipe video. Yes.
John Marshkin said, what are the differences in ground beef, chicken, turkey? You mentioned turkey was easier to digest and better for you. I'm always trying to learn new stuff. Yeah, I don't know if it's that way for everyone, honestly, but to us, it's easier on our guts than ground beef is. And I think it has to do with it being more lean and not having as much grease and fat and stuff like that. But I started eating it. I had some health issues and had to have a surgery, and I started eating ground turkey instead of beef because the beef was just killing my stomach, making it cramp and all. And I immediately noticed the difference. There was no more pain. There was no more issues. So then I got him on it because at first he was like, I'm not eating ground turkey. And then he noticed there was no difference. And it just, I don't know, it reacts better to us for some reason.
Yeah. And we still eat ground beef, but mainly for like hamburgers.
Yeah.
Everything else would be ground turkey. And now ground chicken we haven't had. So
hey, Stacy.
Let us know.
Somebody did ask how Pine Knot Family Farm was. She's awesome. I talked to her, I think it was yesterday. We text back and forth quite a bit. They're doing great. They're just super duper busy. Those people are probably the busiest people I've ever known. They are 100% goal oriented and they get things done.
What's up, Green Dream?
But they're doing awesome.
Yeah, speaking of busy, so I'm sure you all may or may not have noticed, but our videos had cut back just a tad. Really, we've just missed like one a week, but they're not consistent through the week. We've had to throw in some that are late in the weekend to at least get the third out. My work has been insanely crazy since kind of the lockdown stuff has happened. So like before this, I got to work from home. I went in like one time a week, and it was just manageable.
Amy said she noticed.
Yeah. But since this is happening, like I don't get done until 5:30 now. Every day it's just swamped and packed with meetings. I'm having to get up early to work, normal work, and stay later to work just to get things done and meetings and stuff done. And it's all around coronavirus too, because like I work in a digital space for websites and apps, and so we have to make a lot of updates as things change, and so it's quick and it's very high active. So that has caused us to be really busy, and so that impacts everything else because then it's like we got to rush to get chores done and then play with kids and make dinner. So we are still, it's killing us. I want to do more videos because that's what we love to do, but we're really having to time management
we'll get back at
Here
it though.
lately.
It feels like things are calming down a little bit.
I
Hopefully.
hope so.
Hopefully. Little feet, that's awesome. I'm just thrilled about that. I love that. Sunmar, yeah, our toilet. Somebody was actually saying that they tried the toilet for 2 weeks. Not the Sunmar, but just composting toilet for 2 weeks. And it was rough. They couldn't imagine doing it for 5 years. We got our Sunmar last week, so I think it's officially been a week that we've had it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
The first few days were a little bit different. It took us a little while to get used to it, just because it wasn't the same. But I think we've got it figured out now. Yeah, we love it. Homestead Paradise said, "Do you guys start any Jimmy Nardello peppers this year?" I think we did. Didn't we?
I think there's one that's up. We made a bunch of them last year. We loved them. They look like they're going to be the hottest stinking pepper you've ever had, but they're so sweet and so good.
Yeah. Katata's Cooking Mama's Homestead. So are you working from home, Zach? Yes.
Yep.
He is home 24/7.
Yeah, I'm super blessed.
I hope it never ends. I love him being home all the time. I mean, he worked from home anyway. He only went to the office
one day.
Yeah. But just knowing that he doesn't have to go that one day is amazing. We love him here.
Yeah. So I'm super blessed to even have a job right now. So I'm definitely not complaining. I just was explaining to y'all why there's been less videos. It's not because we're trying to make less videos. It's literally we're just trying to time manage as well as possible.
Goodness, and every bite said, any blossoms on your apple trees yet? Yeah, they're looking good. We have our other trees still in the greenhouse that we're waiting for these frosts to go away so we can plant them.
Yeah, which we're probably going to plant them like Thursday, I think, because once we get through the next 2 days, we should be fine. They can handle it anyways, but where they've been greenhouse babied, we're trying to let them have a good chance to get out there.
Yeah, they do look beautiful though. You also have 2 toilets. We don't, but we should have saved one.
Veronica, we better hope that day don't happen again. If you missed last live, we talked about how we got sick at the same time and how interesting it was on the two buckets.
Oh, Sherry's Kitchen said bacon tip: if you bake a strawberry box cake mix and use farm fresh eggs, add some pink food coloring to the batter. Otherwise, you'll end up with orange colored strawberry cake. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have been wanting a Jell-O cake, and I don't have any Jell-O. I love Jell-O cakes. Hey, the mayor's daughter, how are you? King's Culture said I need a cheap piece of property in Kentucky so I can start me a homestead. Yeah. Kentucky's the place to homestead.
That's right. I've seen a lot of posts, a lot of people all over social media. We're all sitting at home, so we're trying to look at different things. Talk about how cheap they're finding land in Kentucky and Tennessee, and y'all, it's true. Yeah, it's cheap, it's here, and it's pretty, and it's just ready for y'all to move to. Yeah, Kentucky is so underrated.
It really is.
I see y'all talking about bears.
Okay, nobody knows what a Jell-O cake is. I'm gonna have to make a Jell-O cake. I need to get some Jell-O.
I love a Jell-O cake. Well, we can't go anywhere.
I know. Maybe I can. Maybe my mom has some. Grammy Karen, you got any Jell-O over there?
Basically, long story short, Jell-O cake is like inserting Jell-O into a cake.
And it's so good.
And then so when you cut it open, you have a nice piece of cake and like slivers of like strawberry Jell-O in it. It doesn't look like Jell-O; it's absorbed into the cake, and it's so good. So like yellow cake with strawberry Jell-O in it. Yeah. And then a whipped cream icing.
It is good.
So good. Jell-O cake is the bomb. That's right. But yeah, about Kentucky, like I told her so many times, like literally all we have to worry about in predators is coyotes every once in a while and hawks. Yeah. And in our area.
And apparently an owl.
Oh, yeah, we have an owl. That's fun.
Poke cake, yeah, that's another name for it.
But we don't have bears. Right. We don't have scorpions.
I mean, I think there is some bears in eastern Kentucky.
Eastern Kentucky, not our. We don't have rattlesnakes. We have copperheads. But they're not in our area too much either. That's a lot of Eastern Kentucky stuff. They're here. Don't get me wrong. But we just have very minimal worries of your all's crazy predators. And then our weather is normal. We have 4 seasons.
Mink, yes. And weasels.
Yeah, we do have mink and weasels. Yeah. I'm talking about things that kill you. And so we don't have I'm knocking on wood on all this, but we rarely ever have a tornado.
Ashley said, "Don't tell people to come here. Andy will come after us all."
That's true. Don't wait till this is
Can't
over.
be doing that.
Can't be doing that. we don't really have tornadoes because we have hills and our weather's normal. We don't have hurricanes. It's just a perfect little
Hey,
place.
never enough time.
Yeah, we do have cows.
Yeah. Jello cake is awesome.
We do have a little snow, but not much.
Jim and I said we have gators in summer and summer.
See?
Lots of summer.
I love summer, but I need to cool down every once in a while.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Naturally, and so we sit on the grandparents in Eastern Kentucky and listen to the bears shaking up the tree in the mountain behind us. We used to go to Eastern Kentucky every spring for our anniversary, and there was bears, and it was terrifying.
What, 7 days from now?
It
Our
is.
anniversary 7 days from now.
It is.
April 20th.
Do you have a storm shelter? No, we do not. We've never had to have one, knock on
Right.
wood.
And worst case scenario, our aunt that lives next door has a basement.
Yes. Lilac sounds tasty. I just made jalapeno jelly, Casey said. Love it. I want to make some dandelion jelly, but I still haven't gotten around to it. Me and the kiddos need to go out and pick some.
It was like maybe Sharon said, and then Tammy agreed. Cowboy candy with not a pinos. I like that idea. I think I could jump on that.
That is a good idea.
We have not a pinos and habanadas that are growing out there.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Westland's anniversary is the 19th.
Nice.
That's exciting.
Yes, we gotta get the pool going too soon.
Yeah, we gotta clean it out. Hopefully it'll get warm enough that we can do that.
Definitely, we have a lot of nice things to do outside. We just need to get warm. So that helps us shake our quarantineness.
Yeah. Miss being up by the pond. It's just been.
We have so many spots.
I know, we really do. We have a lot of like fire spots and sitting spots.
We got the pool hot tub area. We got like 3 fire areas that we can hang out in. The treehouse.
House is becoming the new hangout spot too. Then we have our fire pit behind the garden. Then we have a fire pit up at the pond. We have to rotate our way around so we don't get tired of all the places.
Legacy Home and Garden. How are the potatoes? They seem fine.
I hope they're good. They're not up yet.
They haven't.
I'm glad they're not up yet.
Right.
Still too cold.
Right. But we also put a thick layer, so it could take a little bit of more time for it to come up. But we'll see. I don't know.
What's the best fish to fish for in Kentucky?
Catfish and bass and carp. Catfish is the biggest one by far.
Marie Ward, happy early birthday. Exciting. Yeah. Fonda, we're glad you're here too.
Yeah.
Tinker's wife said someone's trying to talk me into moving to Tennessee when I saw this place here.
Do it. You will not regret it. We promise.
I was born in Tennessee.
Kentucky and Tennessee are so similar. Besides, Tennessee has the Great Smoky Mountains, and we have foothills.
Hey, Homestead Humor. Little Feet said she has a mouse in her house, and the cats are just looking at it. Ours does that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys ever getting frustrated being in quarantine and always being each other's company? Do you feel like you need me time? Jamie said.
A date night wouldn't hurt. I mean, we're fine, but
not like apart in time. I think that's.
Oh no,
like just by ourselves.
No, we don't ever do that anyways. Even when we're not quarantined, we do everything together. Yeah, literally everything.
Date night would be nice though.
Yeah, but we've been extremely happy with having the kids all the time, nonstop. Yeah. That's our me time. Is we have this land that we can all separate on. So her and I can go step outside, or they can go in their treehouse, and so that gives us that separation.
And we do put them to bed at night, and then me and him can watch a show or go out and do something outside or whatever. So it works out. Not every day works out to where him and I just get, mommy and daddy time, but most days do.
And honestly, when I said date night, it's not because her and I need time. It's just I want some tumbleweed.
Right. We're not getting tumbleweed.
Do y'all have tumbleweed where you are? I love tumbleweed. I miss it so much. There's so many options.
I don't even know if they're open at all.
If they shut down through this,
I know.
I'm going to call Andy.
I need more jars.
I'm going to need a petition to open up tumbleweed.
I need mason jars, and I mean, I could get them on Amazon, but it's going to take too long, and I need them like now.
Right. Well, we stocked up, but the turkeys wiped that
They
out.
wiped out my whole stash. Tumbleweed green dreams.
Give me some buffalo chicken tenders.
Yeah, I mean, really,
fajitas,
this
all the
quarantine
same
thing.
place.
The only thing that's changed in our lives is the kids not going to the grandparents. I mean, that's basically it.
And like
Everything
Saturdays were
normal.
fun because like we would pick the kids up from Grammy's. We would usually pop by and let them have a little McDonald's breakfast
or
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Then we hit up the Baghdad Roller Mills, get our feed. Then we would pop by Roll King.
From Target. I might have to try that North Star.
Just doing, that was like our day to get out and like go do stuff as non-homesteaders.
Yeah.
But by all homesteading things. So, I kind of miss that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really have realized I appreciate is waking up and them being here and making breakfast and the weekend and stuff.
We're not in a rush. We don't have to take them anywhere. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I tell you, I don't know if I'm ever going to let him leave again. Just kidding, Grammy Karen, but also we might have to discuss. I love him here. I don't want him to leave anymore.
Yeah, it's nice. Look at them staring at us in the background. Like,
I know they miss
me. They're like, we want to get out of here.
But, they have so many things to keep them entertained. They have not once even looked at us and complained or said I'm bored or, they have all kinds of stuff to do. So I don't know. It's just not much different for us, I guess. And Zach being home, I mean, like I said, he was already home most of the time anyway. So yeah. But we do miss tumbleweed.
Just tumbleweed. And being able to go to Roll King whenever I want to.
Yes, we miss Roll King. We spent most of our Saturdays at Roll King.
Yeah, and like Lowe's. So we really, like one of our big projects we wanted to do in the spring before gardening kicked in high gear was make a back porch, because I'm sure y'all seen it. I threw pallets down. Y'all, we were brokering jokes when we moved in here and we wanted to get out the mud. So we threw down some pallets. And they are just all rotten, and so we had saved back to try to put a porch in. But like I need a lot of things, and I know I'm gonna forget stuff, and so I don't really want to go to Lowe's to get a ginormous porch purchase. So that that's a bummer, but these are just inconveniences. Our health is obviously way more important than that. So we're just choosing to postpone it until we can go freely.
Right. We have so many projects we could do, but we're just kind of on hold with that.
Right. So we're doing other projects.
Yeah. And just enjoying ourselves. Now that the turkey stuff is done, we've got a few weeks until the chickens, and we can just kind of sit back and hopefully
don't say relax, because we never relax.
There won't be any
relaxing. That's a lie. We do relax. And we enjoy ourselves just as much as we work really hard.
Yeah. Yes, tumbleweed is the restaurant.
Oh yeah, a lot of people ask me what tumbleweed is.
Tex-Mex.
It's Tex-Mex food.
Yeah, and it's so good.
I
think most of them have closed across the U.S., but we still have one.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. And oh my goodness, if this makes it close, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, and it's like right beside Roll King, so it's like a perfect trifecta. Roller Mill, Roll King.
Getting started on Homestead and said Lowe's delivers. Call them up. If that is true, that is amazing. We might have to call ours. That would be awesome.
So deliveries. Just be careful with it. I don't know which one's better, to be 100% honest. Deliveries or going to get it and you touching things.
Right.
Because you're gonna have to clean everything.
I wipe everything down, but I can't really wipe down the boards that come from Lowe's.
Right.
It's a little time consuming.
I did have to go to Lowe's before we shut ourselves down. I had to go to Lowe's to get some wood. And I saw it. It's just like the Walmart pickups. There was a guy that had his little thing, and he was doing it, and he was going around getting the wood, just like you would if you were in there. And then he takes it out, and then another guy loads it into a truck, and then you got another guy that's the delivery guy that brings it to your place, or you do the pickup. So I don't know. Just be careful with all. Don't think that it's just perfectly clean.
North Star, I did not see that. I'll have to check that out. We haven't watched much YouTube lately. We need to catch up a little bit more. We haven't been on the TV much.
Yeah. at all. Like I feel like I got that DeWalt
Are you
radio.
strong enough to bend? How are you guys?
Like we literally just like listen to the radio all day because we're just working.
Nice. Prairie Girl said just called and ordered a freezer to be delivered. Sweet.
Nice. We got to get us a freezer.
We do.
A new we got to get some. Not a new. We need another deep freeze
the
and a
haulers
fridge.
did not have a good experience with them. Well, that's not good.
What?
Lowe's delivering.
Yeah, I don't know. They do the in-store pickup. At least I know ours is. Like Walmart does. They have a tent out, and it has a big number that you can call. Maybe that would be better than delivery.
Yeah.
We don't like things delivered on this hillside.
Oh, gosh, it never goes well.
It never goes right. It's like we're dealing with Wyatt driving something every time someone comes up in here, and I'm
terrible. It ends so badly.
There's a driveway. Just drive on the driveway. I have to like meet people at the bottom of the hill. Like, why don't you get in the side by side? Let's ride up so you can see what you're getting into and you can figure it out.
Let us know if you think you can do it.
And everybody's like, oh yeah,
okay.
oh yeah, it'll be fine. And no one succeeds. So we're usually nervous about having anything delivered here.
I have been selling a lot of stuff though. A lot of people are coming to pick up things, and we leave it outside, and then they either put the money in a container or PayPal. That's been awesome. Selling milk and eggs and plant starts has been a lot of fun. It's really cool, like starting to get people who come back, and it's a lot of fun. It's like having the store that we wanted, but smaller scale. So people are still interested in the products, and that's awesome.
Jen's also going like super low prices. Like she is not.
I know, it's bad.
I told her, I said, if we keep going at this rate, we're going to be paying them.
It's bad. I have a problem with that kind of thing.
She's been selling eggs, milk, and plant starts. It might get close to time to start selling some tomato juice because we've got still a lot in there. We've been eating it like crazy.
Yeah.
That and salsa.
Yeah, we need to start getting into the tomato juice more. But I am using it to make spaghetti sauce, thicken it up with paste because we ran out of spaghetti sauce quite a while ago and didn't want to go to the store. So I've been using my tomato juice, and it thickens up really well. It's nice. The kids knew it was different. Raylan didn't care. Y'all know Wyatt. He said it was different.
Yeah, so she is still. We are still going to do the store. We're just waiting on all that stuff.
Quebec, we have to sell it for animal consumption only. It's unpasteurized. We can't sell it for human consumption. But it's kind of that thing where you figure out your stuff, and
once it's in your hands, you can do what you want with it.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Eggs. What do we do? 3?
What?
Dozen eggs. Do we $3?
$3 a dozen. Yep. I don't know if that's probably low, but
that one I was okay with. It's more of the milk.
Yeah. Solar power freezer. That would be awesome. I'm sure. I mean, you could, right? It would just be a lot of solar.
A solar power freezer. I would be interested to see that. I'm sure maybe you bury it. No?
I have no idea.
I would bury it.
I want a root cellar. I know that. We talked about putting that on the project list, but
like we don't have machinery, so I would have to rent a backhoe.
We could rent it, but I don't know like where we would even put it.
It's just to tackle a project like that.
Marla, message me. I'll get some eggs to you.
To take on a project like that, like I'm gonna have to go to a lot of places. You got to get a backhoe from somebody, rent it. Yeah. We're gonna have to go to Lowe's a lot. I can't do it in one trip. There's gonna be a lot of things I forget. We're gonna need some concrete. Either us do it or have somebody come do some pouring or whatever. It's just a lot of things, a lot of interactions, and maybe we're too much, but we're just trying to not do too much.
Right. Goodness and Everybody said, can we buy salves from you somewhere? I want so badly to set up an online thing. I'm not sure how the shipping would work now.
Right. We've got to figure out the logistics. We did finally go to our P.O. box. It was like terrifying because I'm like, this place is probably packed. This place is probably packed. But we went in there, like it's a small country one. They've shut down their lobby. Thankfully, like nobody said anything. So I was able to get like right into the box and not have to deal with anybody and just get a couple things out and then leave. But
Marla, we got you $3 a dozen here. No, $5.
$5.
That's too much.
I didn't charge that much for milk.
Right. Which is crazy, but
Like $2.50 a quart. Shh, I didn't say that. Not the price you're gonna get. I gotta stop her from telling people prices.
I need him to be in charge of that.
Yeah, we're gonna end up, like I said, paying for things. But anyways, we're like, she has a lot of stuff that we
Goodness
could
and everybody.
sell.
Yeah, that would work. That would work well if you send the money and pay for postage, and then I can mail it to you if I can get my hands on a box of some sort. We should be able to figure it out.
What we need to do is we need to, like on Amazon, we need to get boxes.
Right. And like stockpile
And then
the boxes and the wrapping and all that. And then you can print your labels.
Yes, and then we can drop them off like more nonchalantly in the P.O. box. Like I don't have to like mess with a bunch of people.
Yeah. The hydrated milk. I have
Justin Rose sells this for $6. Wow. Eggs?
That's incredible. What is that noise?
I was at the we love Justin Rose, but that $6 seems high. But it also now, given where you all live, is a little bit different in every area. Yeah. But an egg's an egg, and here in Kentucky, $3 a dozen makes me happy. I felt fine with that one.
Oh, cool! Trying the pickled eggs, Larry. That's awesome. Veronica was talking about dehydrated milk. I'm telling you, TV. Okay. I think so. I'm actually thinking about canning milk. Not to drink, but for like baking and stuff. And I know it's not, I don't know. It's a little bit controversial, but I think it's okay if you're not drinking it, not for drinking purposes, like for cooking. No, I'm talking about milk.
Sorry. My mom was distracted and I was trying to catch up. And
but yeah, I don't know. Didn't y'all do that? Canning the milk.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Purposes. We've been debating that.
Pressure canning, obviously. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
But she has so much calendula sap.
Yes. And I mean, what do you have, like comfrey that I need to make?
You have like 50 little tins.
And all that soap I made, y'all. I made all that soap to sell at the Shindig. And now it's just sitting. I mean, we're using some, but we can't use it all. And then I've frozen a lot of milk to use for more soap. And it's like we have it all to ourselves now. And that's not how I wanted it to be. I wanted to be able to share it with all of you all. So now I don't know. I've kind of halted in making things because it feels like I just make them and they sit.
Right. And those things can sit. But yeah, like we know we can sell them online. It's just the biggest thing, the logistics of shipping. Like we haven't got the coffee out yet because like when it happened is when all this stuff happened. And to the coffee winners, like we're still going to do it. We're like, he's not closed, but he's kind of closed. And then the P.O. box, and it's just all that stuff. So we're just kind of sitting back and chilling.
Yeah. Amber said, I wonder if calendula sap would help my skin dealing with eczema issues. Yes, absolutely. Wyatt has been getting a few little eczema patches on his face. I think like from the wind or something. I'm not really sure. But I've been putting it on the little patches and it's gone in like an hour. It's amazing stuff. He calls it magic cream.
I know Ellen said, I think you said that you charge 4 or 5, but you said you could probably charge 6 or 7. He said most of our egg customers overpay and refuse change. Beats all I've ever seen. We try to sneak in extra stuff when they aren't paying attention. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we end up doing that stuff too. And like,
I'm always like, I'll throw in a pepper jelly or butternut squash because we still have so much from last year. I'm always like throwing stuff in salsa. The bag. I'm like, somebody take it, please.
We got to start moving this out. It's about to really kicking high gear garden. We need some
our pantry is still so full that we basically didn't even have to grow a garden this year if we didn't want to, but obviously we want to. But we've got to start phasing things out more.
She's not going to have me out here dealing with all these animals and not have a garden. She lets me in, brought up pigs again. And so like we got prices. Ooh, okay. Let's run this idea by y'all and see what you think. So we got an awesome farm lady that's here.
Oh wow! USPS picks up at your door. Y'all,
no, I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Tammy,
I'm like
USPS doesn't come to our door.
Oh yeah, that's true. They don't come to our door. So that one, we're up on it.
I know y'all kind of got like a gist of it. Like no one comes here.
No one, unless you're invited and know what you're doing.
Right. It's not just even though it looks like a driveway, like you still can't even like get all the way to the driveway. Right. So
yes,
I thought about that.
Some of the people I've been selling to, I've had to take it down to them or meet them at the little gas station down the road because a lot of people are afraid to drive up.
Yeah.
It's not that
To us. But to others it is.
Yeah.
And it's fine. But anyways, no
smell
the
the
broth.
steaming.
Yeah.
Smell it. Smells
No
so good, y'all.
mailmen or ladies come up here.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't totally work because I thought about that too. But anyways, talking about pigs, because so here's my idea, and you all tell me what you think if it's a good idea. So a sow, right?
Yes.
Is for sale. She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. She's
doing 3 months. So of course she's a. Huh? You owe me a Coke. Probably you a Coke.
We don't have Coke.
So I'm thinking that if we get her, so we want one that's close to finishing, so we can have the meat. But we also want to start having breeders. So my thought is, we have a sow. She's pregnant. She's 3 months due. We let her have her babies. Let her wean them off. She'll be the one that goes into our freezer. Then we have, hopefully, 5 to 6 babies.
Right.
We keep a female and a male. The male we will raise for meat. That'll be our next one. The female will be our breeder, and then we'll have to buy
another boar.
But it feels like the best idea to have a pregnant.
Does that sound like a good plan?
Sow, right? Like, so talk me out with this, because our first time with pigs did not go well.
No, it did not.
So I'm thinking it out loud that might work well. They're cooney coons, right? Is that what I said?
I just say coon coons.
Coon coons.
Cooney coonies, I think, is the correct.
Because then we were thinking, because she's pregnant, we could sell the other babies,
right,
to kind of offset the original purchase and the processing purchase. Not doing that myself.
No, we're not doing the pigs ourselves. That will not be done here.
They're coons.
Cooney coonies.
Cooney coonies. It actually is cooney cooney.
We'll have to send them off. So that's going to be another purchase, is the big live animal cage or whatever, which we have found a few. So we've got everything lined up. We've got the fencing lined up. We've got the pigs lined up. We've got the cages and the trailer lined up for when that time comes. But does that sound like good? Samson said he would buy a cooney cooney. There you go. Yeah, they just graze, that's what we want. We want them to chill, because we're going to put them back behind the pond, but it's still a really beautiful area back there, so we don't want it to be destroyed, if that makes sense. Right,
we're going to treat, like, the reason we like
them, that's why we wanted the cooney
to treat them like goats, because we have a very compact area of stuff that we would like them to help out our male goats clean up, and that's why we wanted them, because we didn't want them to.
Marla says mama pigs can be mean, protective of their babies sometimes. That would, which our plan is to not. They're not going to be pets, so we're not going to have much interaction with them.
Yes, they will. They're always pets.
Well, we won't. We don't plan on getting a gate for the fence, because we're not going to be going in and out much.
Right. It's just the feed.
She's going to raise them and take care of them. I mean, that's her babies.
Yep.
We're just, kind of going to stand by and let that process happen.
Yeah, and literally as soon as they're weaned, we would sell them all. Besides the 2 we wanted to keep.
Prairie Homestead, no, I think they have Mangalitas. They're the curly, you can rotate them in front of broilers. Like they say, just do it. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to here soon.
There's a pig farmer. Melody House. Great idea. All right. It's done.
They actually have a boar. He's a 1-year-old boar, and he was
he's a mix
of a wattle.
No, what?
Wasn't it a wattle?
American guinea hog.
Or American guinea hog and cooney cooney. Something else was a mix with a wattle. Yeah. That was really cool, but I don't know. I think that might be what we do. Zach being chased by an angry pig. Yeah.
I already have, and it's fun.
Yeah. So if y'all think that's a good plan, I guess we'll go with it. We'll do it.
That's one of those things we just needed to bounce on something. Like it made so much sense in our head.
Because we're not pig farmers.
And here's the weird thing, and if we go through it, I'll tell y'all. Well, it doesn't matter, because I would like you all to tell me if this is like crazy or not. Coon pigs, right? So they were selling their males piglets, which are 6 weeks old.
Yes.
For $250.
I think they were 200. Female piglets were
$350. $350.
Yes.
The sow that's pregnant doing 3 months is $450.
Right.
So I looked at her. I said, because we were looking to get piglets and then maybe buy, kind of like Justin did, maybe buy another pig that's almost finished and then finish it off. I was like, if we're going to buy 2 piglets, that's already going to be more than the sow that is pregnant with babies. So why not just buy the sow?
Right.
Cut
down on the time.
Right.
And the feed.
Take the chance on how many piglets she gives us.
Right.
And then we can sell some piglets, send her off for meat, raise the piglets that we want, sell the rest, and then like we've made our money back.
Right.
With everything.
And she's a sow. She was a good mom the first time. So there's no worry in that. All of that should be fine as long as, everything natural works. I don't know. Buy the prego, you make your money back. There you
right.
Go.
It just the only thing that makes sense. All right. We're going to tell her we want them.
We're getting down right after this. Legacy said.
Thank you all.
Sounds like you have pretty much organized your mind. Take the lead if it feels right. Yeah. Deborah said, where can I get a make a Lisa? I'm not sure.
The whole thing with this, though, kind of made me, it almost felt too good to be true because when I started adding up the numbers, I'm like,
hi, Sherry.
Wow, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I just,
I think like a lot of people want to buy piglets, but we're not looking for like that kind of aspect of it. We just want
it was a double
get it and get it done because we want to stockpile as much meat as we can.
Yeah, like it's a double win. It gives us the immediate meat that we want pretty soon, like in a few months.
Yeah.
Well, probably 6 months. And then our year out meat with the piglet and then a breeder.
Right.
So then like we only right. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like Northside Recent Refuge, just they have Magnolises. I don't know if they have any more for sale or not. They had all their babies. I think they got taken up quick, but they will be breeding again. So you can go ahead and get on the list for the next time.
Definitely. They're beautiful pigs. Do we know where Bowling Green is? Yeah, we sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an Etsy store or somewhere that you can see things you make? I do not, but we're going to work on that after we've talked about that tonight. So we'll work on the Etsy store. We're going to work on pigs. Thank y'all for getting us organized. Y'all are awesome.
That's what the Stivers Tribe's all about. We just got to talk it out sometimes. Get all the food.
Because sometimes we talk to each other and we're like, yeah, that's a great idea. And, nobody's talking us down and being like, wait a minute.
Well, see, here's the thing. I can't go to the gas station no more and talk to the farmers.
Right.
They're not there anymore.
And I'm not, because I'm like, yeah, an animal, yeah, let's get it.
Like literally right down the road, there's a gas station, and a bunch of farmers meet up there every single morning.
Bye, Adele.
And so, like, sometimes it would be a little bit awkward because I'm not in the group. But if like I had like a burning question that I just need to bounce, I'd ask them. They're not there no more.
Right. All right, it's 8:58.
Oh wow!
Off. I know that was fast.
The kids coming in.
Hey,
Raylan White, you want to come in and say bye real quick?
Thank you, North Star. It is. It's a pleasure to us for you to organize our lives. It's awesome. Hey, Nikki.
See you, Adele.
Bye, Erlen.
Have a great week.
Have a good night.
Oh, Lordy day. Come on in here.
How are you?
All right. How's quarantine life, kids?
You can breed pigs, daddy to daughter, but not the other way around. Gotcha.
I knew that part. But yeah. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Would you quit jumping?
Making them busy, honey.
Right.
Sit still.
Goodness.
I'm a clown guy.
Huh?
I'm a clown guy.
Oh,
He's a clown guy. Obviously, they've been playing video games a little bit too long.
It is. The hour's way too fast. Can you use Zoom there? What is Zoom?
Zoom's a video thing. We have like Skype. I think we do have Zoom because to family we've Zoomed before.
Melody said we sell ours for $100 a piglet, and if I raise them $250 for feed, then they pay for butcher. Awesome. Nice. Yeah. Well, then once that time comes, we'll have to talk to all
right. We'll have to
ask
ask more questions.
I might hit myself on the bar.
You hit yourself on the ball?
Okay?
On my bar.
On your bar.
I'm not on my bunk bed.
Oh, you okay?
You gotta be careful.
Look at all the emojis.
Look at all the emojis. Oh, piggies. We're talking about piggies.
Yeah. Y'all want a pig?
They've been wanting pigs for a while.
Yeah.
And we've been playing Piggy for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that game Piggy.
All right, it's 8:59. Y'all be sure you go check out Two Family Homestead and Freedom Homestead.
Yep.
Thank you so much to
Make
all
sure-
the moderators. We love you all so much.
And,
You all make this possible, and you organize our lives, and we love you all so much.
That?
That's right. A lot of moderators are
there's so
channels,
many-
so go check them
there's so
out.
many
Maybe
emojis.
so many emojis.
Yeah.
They all put up great content.
Great content, lots of knowledge.
There's so
Bub,
many emojis.
Sir,
But there's so many emojis.
So many emojis. But yeah, we just love y'all so much. We hope that you're staying safe and you're staying home and just enjoying time with your family. And if you're by yourself, then know that we're always here for you. You can contact us anytime and we'll answer any questions or talk. And we're always here.
yep. We love y'all very much. And thank you all for joining us tonight. And we will see you tomorrow on the video.
Yep. Good night, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.